Hello and welcome to this playthrough of Factorio, where I am building a megabase on Earth. I am using a mod, Cities of Earth, focusing on the Old World Hemisphere. My goal is to reach 10,000 science per minute with a rail-based design. The resources are set to maximum size and density, and biters and pollution are turned off. The mod list is shown in the description, as well as a link to my Twitch channel, High Speed. Please come visit me there. Questions and comments are welcome. Thank you for watching. All right, I need a fluid loader template. That's this. I don't trust you. So, my stepfather used to work on motorcycles. Specifically, he worked on BSAs, which is a British motorcycle, and I'd helped quite a bit. I couldn't do much, early teens. But why do you keep asking me about the player, Spotify? Fuck off. Anyhow, one of his buddies came over and wanted to help, and he said, "All right, remove the wiring harness from that motorcycle." And so the guy took a pair of wire cutters and just started cutting the wiring harness. He was physically thrown out of the garage. There they are. I need, yeah, this loader. Tell you what, I'm going to take the fluid loader from here because I don't trust any of that. All right, let's grab these two. All right, let's genericize it. Uh-huh. This is a loader for fuel. 1209. Good. Well, you see, Bob, that's where you and I are different. When I used to decorate a tree, I just did two parts that you could two-thirds of it that you could see, or three-quarters. I didn't bother to go all the way around. I are an engineer. All right. The fuck did I do? Alcohol is your favorite friend. Jesus. Just throw all this away. What what is, and why is that? All right, so when I'm done, this is going to be a solid fuel made from light oil build. And for a loader, I need a zero loader. I need a one pipe loader, but it's going to be a zero because I don't have a single pipe loader. Can I trust you? I don't know if I can trust you. Let's take a look. Well, yeah, I should be able to trust you. Pretty straightforward. I have no idea what the frick this song is. Solid fuel. Solid fuel, I think, stacks to only 50. Yeah, we're skipping this song. Hello, BGs. Yeah, stacks to 50. All right, so you are going to be rocket silo, solid fuel, and what's our color for solid fuel? 70, 70, 83. Oh, yeah, because that's notably different. Well, it's a playlist from a guy named Mikey.
I'm just riding on his coattails. I think my favorite BG song is the one that they did with Celine Dion. Now I need a fluid unloader. Immortality is the name of it. D, E in the middle, E in the middle, E in the middle, in the well, actually, you know what? I have one that's guaranteed to be functional. You are unloading yellow oil. Woo! You can really reach down there. All right. That's all right. That's all right. Donk, donk, donk. That's redonkulous. See what I did there? Oh, whatever. All right, I need 10 of these. So you could say it's a tenner. Three, four, six. That is 80 of them. I need 78. All right, we'll copy you. Put you here. Put a solid fuel symbol here. Actually, we're going to put a solid fuel from light oil symbol here. That's fantastic. I love it. Not that we can put it here because God knows why I can't have access to that in this setting. Jerks. Why do you say you're incomplete? You're not incomplete anymore. You're perfect just the way you are. All right. So we have developed solid fuel from that. What in the heck is this? Solid fuel, what did I say this is? 80? Yep. All right, back to my guide. I've already got oil, I've already got the oil cam, I've got that. I'm gonna need 4 of these. Who's sucking up this? Refinery, red cracker, yellow cracker, sulfur, and sulfuric acid. All need water. I'm probably going to have to put those in as trains and as deliveries, which is going to make all sorts of people lose their frickin' mind. Um, because, I'm going to be unloading oil, or water rather. But how else can I do it, right? It's the desert. Although I should only need 3 of these. One of them in Africa, one of them in Russia, and one of them in China is probably what I'm going to do. Oh, look, stuck isn't stuck. How big is my save file? That's a rather personal question. Uh, this isn't going to tell me. God, I love Bob Seger. Growing up in Detroit, you heard him a lot. Factorio saves Cities of Earth MegaBase. This file is 330 megabytes. You can tell where I started exploring because 1 month ago it was 140 megabytes. So it has doubled from 1 month ago. Yeah, well, you should see how long it takes for me to catch up when I join my server. My server is probably going to be my weak point. I'm going to have to self-host it because my server can't keep up. It's my old i7 and and uh, and that's I don't I don't see me upgrading it to host this. And when I when I finish this, or when I get to a point in this where I feel comfortable switching to speed runs, um, I'll probably have to self-host those as well because I don't see that you can, map gen a speed run quickly and easily. Don't ask me what this is because I don't know. All right. I don't know if I need these or not. They're certainly not in alignment with that. But there's not a lot of resources there for me to go get anyways. So if I was to tear this out, what would I lose? I would lose. Well, this is giving me to here. So I would lose to this. I don't think that's worth tearing out. Let's see. This is my center point of the whole world. So some vertical stuff goes here. And that means that this goes away. And that goes away. And that's going to go away. And that's going to go away. And that's going to go away. And that's going to stay. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna do this. This is silly. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna put it at the bottom of that peninsula. Because why not? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I need to take a quick break. Fluids. Enjoy the music and the screen show. Oof, oof. Oh, that's right. I got a new reactor design from Fennec. I got to put in place too. And I got to build me a spicy rock process recircuit recycler. Coverex. I got to build like a 100 thing Coverex. BRB. Oh, look, a monster. So if you know the streamer Mucky, he's a great guy. I enjoyed playing with him. I miss because the time zone kind of sucks. I don't get to play with him as much. But he has a redeem for Mucky Takes a Drink. And I did the redeem on his channel. He was busy. He didn't catch it. So I taunted him in chat that, hey, you missed my redeem, you Australian polite word for friendly person. And so that kind of tweaked him a little bit. He's easily risable. So he takes his drink and he slurps it really long and really loud. I don't know how much of this you'll be able to hear, but it was kind of like this. So he did that. But then, as what sometimes happens when you slurp a carbonated beverage, it caused the choke reflex. And so he does this long slurp and then he goes, and it was so much hilarious. I mean, I'm just thinking about it, I'm laughing. Oh, God. God, I remember hearing this song. Owen, what are we doing today? We are designing a 4-silo launch complex. Yes, I am designing something that will launch 4 rockets and supply me with fuel. Actually, I was going to get rid of that because I think I'm done with it for now. I'm also wiring Africa. I got to remove a bunch of the horizontals, but oh yeah, they're all small. Visibility is really challenging, yes. I'm also diddling around with this wiring. Part of what I'm doing is I'm designing. No, this is, you are correct, not the usual music. I have borrowed a Spotify list from a streamer named Mikey, who is a delivery bike rider in New York City, and I decided. I mean, I absolutely love music, and I decided I'm going to give this a go because I'm streaming in such a way that the music doesn't go to the VOD for Twitch, so I don't really have a copyright issue there. And then what I'm posting on YouTube is a download of the VOD, so YouTube is not going to have the music either. So why not have this kind of fun? Because I love music this much. How unfortunate that this is the case here. Makes me want to get out my Artie train, except for there's no biters here. All right, so I think I am 90% certain that I'm just going to go up like this. And I'm going to go up like that. Thanks, Owen. I'll be here. So do I want to put these next to them? Or above them? Because this is going to make my solid fuel, right? Don't do that. Hi, kitty cat. Oh, I did it that way in case I needed to upgrade this to a four-way intersection. Because if this is a four-way, then I need 3 gap. At least. Because I want it to be able to get to nose up to there. And if this train was here, that's about where it would be. And if this was a four-way, then if this 383 were here and it were coming out, I need it to know tighter than that, right? Because if it's not past that point in the intersection, it's blocking the intersection. So I technically need this to be up one more. So that there's no chance of a train getting itself stuck there. So that is the minimum connection point for an intersection, which means that it can't be any lower than here. So that is the intersection's smallest. So this would be at least this far away. And mind you, I'm not building just one of these. I'm going to be building 3 of these in their entirety. And this is going to have the same distance gapping. Technically, I could go all the way back to here. Which means here. So it's essentially 4 power poles. It's 4 power poles plus 1 wagon. So if a train came here and stopped, that would be okay. I'm going to give myself a little bit more space here because I don't want trains coming here and getting stuck. Although I could move that back down 1. Nah, because then it would be here. Well, it's... Can't see for the trees. Again, that is outside the intersection right there. If we move this down a whole row, so if that intersection was instead here, and I wanted this, and I upgraded it to a 4-way, and it was coming out of this. It would be here, and there is no way, even if I neck that down, that this would fit here, right? Because you would be stuck here, and we're talking 2 locomotives out the front, and 1 locomotive probably on the curb, 1 locomotive on that. Technically, that might fit. I'd have to build that to see if it would fit. So let's reduce this as if we were doing that. So if we put you as far forward as we can, you're going to end up about right here. So it's 1, 2. I gotta wait for that to get built so I can get that locked in. All right, well, let's assume that that locks on. That is on a rail. So that stops there. All right, so that tells me right there that is not long enough. Okay. So this does not work. So I have to go here. Which is a pretty big gap, but large rails. I don't know if this is going to be a 4x. The best this is ever going to be is a 3. If I decide to put something in the middle, it'll come in from the sides and come back out and then come in. I don't think any of these would go in here. I mean, the plastic might and the steel might. Steel's kind of tall. If I were to put the steel here, it certainly wouldn't be able to come back around. So you could go here. I think that was here. Yeah. Well, she's found a hero. Someone with Betty Davis eyes. So this will end up being probably a 4. I don't like this version. if this were to become a four-way, if for some reason I made this, well, it wouldn't be a four-way like this. Well, it'd be a four-way that would have to be neck down. So the other thing that it needs is plastic, but that won't fit here. We're not spreading this out for that to happen now. So that's not good. This song doesn't flow very well. That has to be there in between those. So that has to be there in between those. I was wondering if I could put one more in here for this output to be able to go there, but well, that would be an interesting fit, wouldn't it? It would fit. Well, if this was a four-way, that would be fine. If it was a four-way on this side, it's set to shuffle, so no idea. I'd rather make this a little bit more interesting. So on this side, I need to leave some extra room. Because if this is a four-way for whatever reason, even if it gets neck down, I need these two, right? And if this is this way, yeah, that could jam up that whole intersection. So on this side, it's got to be there. That's some steel in the middle. I think I'll put fuel on the side and plastic on the side. And if I do that, you don't fit. I actually want the fuel down at the one below it. Oh, what a song.